which is this position. The arms are tucked over here, but when the bottom half of the table is gonna be moved down like this, you can, if you're not paying attention, get their hand or their skin caught.
Oh, geez.
As the table's coming back up. You see, there's a break in the table here. So we have to really watch their arms and hands when the table is going to come back up. So that's something you have to think about as well. Okay, patient is always kept covered until you're ready to go. All right, so now the circulator, hang on, sticky. Circulator is going to be prepping the patient. So the prep goes around, toss it, another paintbrush around, toss another paintbrush around. The last one, they call them popsicles, they're like long sticks with the sponge on it, goes inside the vagina, and they scrub, 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 and leave it in there. The doctor wants to see that sticking out to know for a fact that it has been scrubbed, okay?
And which stick was that, Mrs. Sue?
Huh?
Which stick is that?
It's a prep, it's the paint.
Okay. Oh, it's right here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what we do, right? Or the
No, the circulator.
Don't fall.
Okay.
So here's the little sticks. Oops.
What are they called?
They call them popsicles.
Okay.
It's not recording.
Not what they are, but
So which ones are the ones you said around? So
you do these first, then
Around.
you do these.
around and then inside?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay, and they want to see that that stick is still in there. The doctor is the one that takes that stick out. He says, he'll say, how many times did you scrub them? Usually 5. Thank you. Okay, so, before I scoot my chair up, somebody has to be scrubbed in. Just pretend that you guys are scrubbed in. Okay.
Were you to antiseptic and so you could practice the drain?
Under the buttocks.
Is it like a medicine you stick your hand in?
Kind of, yeah. So we're gonna do an under the buttocks and see, I will have gloves on, but my hands will be under here.
So are you sliding it under, or is it something that's like
Like so.
just under? Okay, straight under. Okay.
Uh-huh. Then this goes underneath here, like so.
The kick bucket.
Okay. Okay, then you've got the leggings. These are kind of tricky. You don't want them to fall on the ground. Looks like somebody used these and didn't fold them back up properly. Okay.
And what is that for? What are the leggings for, Mrs. Sue?
This is a drape. These are leg drapes.
Okay.
Oh, and it goes over the.
Mm-hmm. So I
It's
forgot.
only the legs.
So we always try to keep the patient as covered as possible.
Yes. It's better on.
When they're awake anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
So I found
but
out
I mean,
once
that's
they
our
put you to
conscious.
sleep, you're completely naked and I feel so violated.
But you're still covered during surgery.
so your hands are in here. And this is when you guys are talking about the plastic towel clamps. This is when the doctor usually asks for, some plastic clips.
I think we have like these.
They ask for plastic clips, and that's when they put those on here, just to get rid of some of this and clear the way. Okay?
So those aren't plastic clips?
No, they look kind of different than that. Then I'm gonna put one
Don't
up
let it
here,
fall.
put one up here, and then my other drape goes across this way.
You can.
Somebody's gonna fall. Okay? This goes up, this goes this way.
Oh, yes, sure.
So is it just three of the towels that you use?
It doesn't go up for like, for
Yeah,
patients to
yes,
breathe?
yeah, it does. Now, suction, if we decide to have suction, there should have been suction tubing in here, but there isn't. The suction tubing will be thrown off and it'll be plugged in, because if she wants to suction, then it's ready to go right there. Okay, so first thing they're gonna do, they're gonna scoop this up for the doctor. She's gonna take, let's say where did the goop go? Say the goop is here. Insert this thing is broken. Okay. You were asking about this,
Mm-hmm.
so they dip that in there,
And this, where's that at?
Just like that?
and it just hangs down. Now, this is not here normally, it just hangs down, and it helps for
Oh.
retraction and for exposure.
Do both of those things stay in there?
No, just one of them,
It's either one or the other.
one or the other. Okay? Okay. Oh, that's there. So I'm gonna take my tenaculum, I'm gonna reach in, I'm gonna grab the cervix, and I'm going to pull out so that you're looking right at the cervix. Okay? Then I am going to do depth sound,
Mm-hmm.
see how big it is, and she's gonna look at it, cause it usually has little markings on here, okay, so it's a 10.
Oh.
I'm gonna start with this one,
Everyone's seeing, by the way. You see?
then I'm gonna dilate, and I'm gonna use another one. They don't usually use all of them.
How do they know when
Like
to stop?
They can feel, and they can see how big around. Cause they really just need to put this in there.
Okay.
The dilate.
Do they put any medication to help her dilate? No.
Any numbing medication?
What?
She has
Numbing.
anesthesia.
Okay.
It's a tiny one. Okay, then I'm going to scrape, and then the scrub tech is gonna be holding, here Myra, you're gonna be holding that out. Your hands are gonna be underneath, not on top, there you go. But you can take your thumb and go over, there, to help me get it off. Okay, let's have that as our specimen, and then the scrub tech.
Does it go
In
in
a
a
cup.
cover?
A specimen.
Mm-hmm.
Specimen. You don't put it in there with that. Don't do that. So you're gonna lay it down, but you're gonna say, what do you wanna call the specimen? Yeah. And then I'm gonna tell you it's endometrial tissue. So then you're going to get these tips wet, and you're gonna pick this up and you're gonna put it in the specimen cup. Okay? Usually a spoon will do that.
And will we learn the next module?
Huh?
Are we gonna learn the next module?
Yeah, probably. Okay, then a sponge stick. You're gonna dip it and squeeze it. Squeeze it out.
Your hands.
No, with the hand.
Squeeze it over.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Okay, okay, so how do you, yeah, but you're gonna grab the end of it. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna go, and then I'm gonna give it to her like that, okay? It's okay if you touch this.
Oh, okay.
You see her when it's, cause most gynecologists are OBs are female physicians.
Usually. And they'll keep this in here and keep some pressure on it if the bleeding doesn't stop.
Do you see Myra? I'll send this to you guys.
Okay, I
Over
think
here,
it's
there's
okay.
Come over
Then we're
here.
gonna come out with this,
You can see it better on the side anyway.
I'm gonna have
coming
one
out with
send it to
that.
me.
I thought you were gonna fall over.
okay? If I
How
wanted
long
to
does a
section, I
typical
would.
DNC last?
Very quick, very quick. So I'm gonna say, okay, we're done. We're taking these off. These will go in the trash. Patient will be released. Also, when you put a patient up in stirrups, you need 2 people to lift each leg. I'm sorry, 2 people, 1 person per leg, because the legs cannot go up independently. They go up at the same time, and then they're hooked on.
But is this actual setup at UCI or is it different?
These are candy canes. They have yellow fins and candy canes. Okay,
What's more common?
the yellow fins.
So is this an older model?
So I'm taking this off.
Sue, is this a normal OR table or is it like a Jackson table?
This is,
What's
But
the
like that
Jackson
we would
table?
really
this
use.
is so old, so old. They have tables now, most of the OR tables, these are two pads. And then the bottom half and the pad come off at the same time, and you put it underneath here so the butt remains right at the edge. And the only thing going down there, see, it's so, the butt should be over here, but this is just old.
And Jackson table is for neuro, right?
Yeah. Okay, so then I would take a wet towel and I would wipe her off all over. Okay, then
What would be there, all the,
betadine and stuff.
okay.
Then we would put the peri pad on and we would put this over it. Then it's time to raise the table up.
Who's good at this? Raising the table, I don't know.
How good are it to see?
Which one is the Jackson table?
What's that one?
No,
All the same, right?
Yeah, no, I'm saying. So the teacher,
Like,
no,
like
no,
this?
Jackson table's on.
What are we trying to raise?
so I'm trying to raise the end of this.
They're facing the
Okay, now it's gone. Go ahead.
So once they're asleep, they put them on this table.
Nope, other way.
No, no, no.
Only for fun.
Why is it so fast? And then they stretch them out, but after they're asleep.
Keep going, just keep going.
Flex, okay, foot, it should be on the foot.
But there's another table, I forgot what it's called, that drops all the way down.
You guys opened the wrong part.
Okay, we just did this, this little red mark should be on foot. There. There it goes. Okay, go. It's not going,
Maybe the other direction?
is it on foot? Okay, now on foot.
Somebody send me the video. I'll send you my
So
list.
The other side on
The
foot?
video of the recording.
Hers are really good.
Okay. There
Hers
it
are
goes.
really good.
You got it.
But I'll send you this one as well.
Okay, good, thank you. Now, it's time to take her feet out of the stirrups, so somebody else has to be over there, and we have to release the legs at the same time.
And that's the ST,
ST and whoever else wants to help.
that's scrubbed in.
We've got to take on.
The other person has to be scrubbed in, right?
Not necessarily, just
Okay.
have gloves on.
Okay.
Okay, so now that we've done that, both legs can come down at the same time. Just as when we're ready to put her legs up in the stirrups, both legs go up at the same time. Okay, then we provide a pair of, they're called surgery panties that you put on to hold this pad. Then you go ahead and you cover the patient up and then it's done, okay? What time is it?